Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to another reaction. As I mentioned in my last video, I'm a little bit sick at the moment, which is why I didn't react straight away to all of the other pieces of content that are available to us. I'm hoping that it happens today as I'm reacting to Byul, to Chanyeol, to IVE. There's something from Espa, there's a Killing Voice from Stray Kids, there's a whole bunch of content for me to get caught up on. So I'm really hoping to do it today, everything today, and we're actually starting off the YouTube reactions with Byul's return, Goodbyes and Sad Eyes. That is the name of the music video. If you guys have been around the channel, you know that we are very big on Mamamoo on this channel, and we're also very big on Mamamoo as until not that long ago, Mamamoo was one of the main focal points on Patreon. We watched so much content on there from their Where Are We Now documentary, all seasons and all episodes of Mamamoo TV, 3 meals a day, all kinds of live performances, Wasa's variety show as well. We watched a couple of episodes there. Human Idol Theater or Idol Human Theater, which I always confuse the way it's supposed to be named. There's a whole bunch of exclusive reactions when it comes to Mamamoo, including some music videos for Mamamoo and individual solo songs from the members that I have never released on this YouTube channel, because if a Mamamoo TV episode focuses on the behind the scenes of one of the performances, I react to the performance first and then to the Mamamoo TV episode, therefore making the actual reaction a Patreon exclusive. So there's going to be a full list of everything that we have on Mamamoo in the pinned comment below. So if you're interested in diving into Mamamoo, consider checking it out. And there's so much more, including Quindom, of course. That's a big one. And let's get into it. Very excited about this one. Judging from the name of the song, I'm actually expecting something a little bit more sad, slower of a song. Something in contrast with her last music video before this one. So without further ado, let's get into it. Ooh, getting some early 2000s rock and roll vibe. Punk rock. Ooh. Like, I understand that was like two variations of Byul, but for some reason I thought that one of them was solar. I don't know why. But it also kind of like gives me vibes of like the music video, like one of her darkest music videos, like Dark Side of the Moon, I believe. Was that the music video or the album's name? Where it's like there's a bit of a duality and there's moon also, which is kind of, you know, nice. But yeah, very cool so far. Sleepless Night. Ooh. Nice. Love the animation scenes. Ooh. The chorus sounds like a rock ballad. A little bit, at least. Like this part. That is so clever. That's clever. And also much cheaper, you know, than setting a whole bunch of cars on fire. But because your brain already is conditioned to expect an animated scene in this music video, suddenly mixing live action with a little bit of fiery animation just to put like that red lighting in the background, it sets like the tone for like the fire. Even though it looks, you know, unrealistic, it's still realistic. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like a clever little thing that they did here. Oh, I like how we went from red, like pain and sorrow and anger, to blue. And now she's happy to go on her way. And she says goodbye, and there's like this alter ego thing going on, but it's like one version that hates leaving, but one version that is like, this is not a goodbye. This is just like off to the next destination where I will be happier, you know? Pretty sure that the tunnel location itself is very reminiscent of like the Kepler bubblegum. Like maybe it's the same location. Looked really, really cool. But I love the play on the colors to represent different states of mind, different moods and whatever. I love like one version of Moonbyul is stuck in that house, the house that she needs to leave, but she's almost like dragging that goodbye, you know, whereas there's another version of Moonbyul that is more of that misfit that she talked about in the bridge itself, which I thought was really, really cool. Like one that doesn't belong in a specific place, like home is where the heart is, not necessarily where this place is. Obviously they talk a little bit about kind of like breakups and stuff like that, and the way that it kind of like makes you feel contained, feel as if you're trapped. It's hard to say goodbye. I'm saying goodbye to something that no longer benefits me in any way, something that will continue making me sad, so I would rather move away, take that suitcase and kind of go on my way and be that misfit whose youth cannot be contained, I believe were some of the lyrics. She also said something along the lines of, after this breakup or after this thing it was done, I became selfish to the bone or something like that. Like really appreciate yourself and love yourself instead of focusing on loving someone else, giving everything that you have to someone else that makes you feel as if you're betraying yourself. I love the lighting as she goes through it. There's like the animation of like cars on fire and like the red lighting just in general to represent that sadness, anger and whatever else, to then go to the blue light, which it is kind of interesting because blue light always makes me think of like depression and sadness. Blue color, let's see. So blue is linked to happiness through its association with calm, peaceful elements like the sky and the ocean, which evoke serenity and optimism. Specific shades like bright blue or sky blue can inspire joy, energy, and a positive emotional state, though blue can also represent sadness or introspection. They gave us kind of like the opposite of like the red. So I do believe that they kind of like showed Moonbyul in a happier place, which is why she's getting into the car. There's a blue light behind her, but she's smiling. And her eyes were also, I'm pretty sure her eyes are blue as well. Yeah. So, and she looked like this shot, this outfit, she looks absolutely magnificent. Those contact lenses, definitely the blue color serves her insanely well. I love the fact that, you know, I'm so happy, I'm so positive, I'm so hyped on my own steps that even from behind as I leave my mark, I still shine, you know, and I'm not going to leave an ounce of sadness behind. I'm going to leave happily, you know, so I'm ready for goodbyes, but I'm not ready for sad eyes, you know? I'm gonna be me. And I'm not sure if that's supposed to be like a flower of sorts, because it reminds me of like a lotus flower or something like that, which I thought was interesting. The candy is also interesting because candy, I associate it with more like something childish, and she does talk about youth as well, the youth that cannot contain me or something like that. So the candy kind of like fits within that. Or taste the rainbow. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. Like, just because you went through a breakup, it doesn't mean that you're supposed to wallow in your sorrow for like a month straight. You can still move on and still be okay and just take on the next chapter or something along those lines. So you don't have to pretend to be sentimental or pretend to be sad if that's not truly how you feel. Or just, it just means that maybe the relationship wasn't that much worth the time that you put in. If you feel like you need to, that you don't feel, you know, sad about it. So she says, I become selfish to the bone, you know, because of the bad love, basically. So it's kind of like a bad relationship or bad love, bad experiences make me more of who I am and make me want to explore myself more. So I thought that she did a phenomenal job. Like, from the rapping to the singing, incredible. The chorus, honestly, at times when she says Kenchana, you know, the way she harmonizes some of the lines, it was just beautiful. And at times the chorus almost sounds like a rock ballad, and it's definitely like, in contrast, a sadder song, even though it's incredibly optimistic, paired with like a punk rockish kind of like vibe as well. It just fit insanely well. Like, it definitely throws you back in time a little bit for like early 2000s, which is definitely something that I think I said about Moonbyul's music before, of reminding me of like Avril Lavigne or something like that. This song doesn't quite do that, but it still, you know, makes you feel a little bit nostalgic. She says, you know, background just for me, I'm gonna stand for myself. I'm the only main character in my drama, and even if it makes me cry, that's my happy end. Perfect goodbye. You know, as she goes away and she takes her suitcase and smiles about it. You know, that was absolutely fucking beautiful. I really enjoyed this music video. Her vocals were amazing. The choreo is fun as hell also, and just the production in general. I really like that tunnel location a lot. The lighting was really, really beautiful. Again, the play on the colors from like the red to the blue was really, really nice. The contact lenses, aesthetically, she looked incredible as she always has. And this was all in all a fantastic music video, and probably one of her best solo songs, in my opinion. At the very least, she does the genre so insanely well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, as always, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. If you're new, check out the rest of my Mamamoo reactions on this channel. And if you want more, check out the Patreon. Full list of everything that I got on Mamamoo is available in the pinned comment, and I'll catch you all next time. See ya.